Welcome back to Spider-Man, and now we're on part 2, and we're going to have a race to the Bugle.
Awesome.
So I guess the Daily Bugle will involve the...
Yes. Well, they're always involved.
So I'm guessing after this we'll go straight to Spider-Man 2002.
You mean after this game? Well, there's technically a Spider-Man 2 before.
Oh, okay.
Why Jameson has the number of Spidey?
No, he has Peter's number.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, so in this mission we got to get to the Daily Bugle before the Scorpion.
And if I see correctly, it's the Scorpion with the symbionte.
Yeah, that's right. I remember playing this on the PC.
I found this difficult.
Let's let Stan Lee say it.
Or JJJ may end up in the obituaries of his own paper.
Aw, Jonah Jameson.
Honestly, it would be a blessing for Spidey, but since we have to be the good guys, let's do that.
So, basically, you see that maze thing? You see that thing at the top there next to my health bar?
Yeah.
That's basically your timer. If the Scorpion icon gets to the Jonah icon, the level's over.
So you know what that means.
Darn it, we're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
Thankfully, you can control your movements.
Mach Speed Spider-Man section. That sounds like potential.
Come on, Spidey. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I got it.
Of course, Spidey can't.
Enemies.
Of course, Spidey can't resist fighting the fighting the mooks.
Yeah, I forgot if you have to fight the mooks or you can just ignore
No,
them.
you can just blow past them. Although, if they see you, they'll start firing at you, and that won't help you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the reasons I prefer the Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 forms of gameplay is much more smoother sense of movement.
I don't know when the characters are talking their icon are getting bigger.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open. The sooner we take out Spider-Man, the sooner the boss pays us.
Your boss, of course.
I wonder who that boss is.
So yeah, we're speaking of guessing Hammerhead. No.
No, Hammerhead isn't in this game.
Ah.
Rhyno is, but
But it doesn't seem to be a kind of like a boss guy. I mean, a boss in the sense of a leader.
Rhino's a boss, just not the final name.
No, I know. I was talking
Basically, he
leader.
has just about as much screen time here as he did in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Wow. Really?
Actually, no, Dwibs. He still has a bit more screen time here than in Amazing Spider-Man 2. At least he actually gets a proper fight.
And he has a weird Russian accent.
That is his backstory, actually. He is Russian in the comics.
I am killer!
And he's technically Russian here, too. He just lost the Russian accent.
Okay.
There we go.
Got to the Bugle. Now let's see what happens when, Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely the Scorpion mutated by the symbionte.
No, he's just stuck in the suit.
He was kidding. Basically, in the current comics, Scorpion is currently the new Venom.
Yep.
Get over it, Gargan.
Oh yeah, okay. A bit of backstory. Originally, Matt Gargan was a detective hired by J. Jonah Jameson to figure out who Spider-Man was. In the investigation, they decided, hey, let's turn him into a part Scorpion because they're the natural enemies of spiders.
And they decided to give him this suit. The problem was that the suit basically stuck on his body and he couldn't get away. He couldn't remove it.
So yeah, screw the police. Yeah, I asked for the police and I get this. Now to spam the spider ball.
Fortunately, you kind of
Spider-Man.
Yeah, by this time in Point in Comic, he was reached out by a symbionte. I'm not sure if it was the Venom guy, Venom or someone else. And it basically fused with his armor, creating this hybrid thing.
Yeah.
Later he became the new Venom, basically, more properly looking classic Venom. And Eddie Brock became the anti-Venom.
Okay.
Ow.
Yes, ow. It hurts.
We can
So
punch.
let me guess, Dwibs, you can potentially win this battle by just spamming the web ball.
Yeah, but again, I want to save on my web, so sometimes I do try and punch him.
Yeah.
Fair play. You just said
Okay.
it.
That Adam.
And there you go.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to spam the web ball to win, you can.
By saving my life, but it won't work. Oh, you're just too clever for me, JJ. There he is, officers. The man behind the Science Expo heist. Shoot him now!
Poor Spidey.
Shoot!
You're out of the will.
Out of the will, yeah.
Yeah, I always love the banter, Spidey and
Spider-Man.
Oh,
G-
hi, Daredevil.
You pulled off the heist today,
Oh,
but I've got to make
what the hell is he doing here?
I haven't got time to explain. Just tell me.
Gotta wear Ben Affleck.
If you're lying. How am I supposed to know
Or,
What?
Charlie
Listen,
Cox.
It's true.
Yeah.
A Spider-Man made off with Octavius' new invention, but not the Spider-Man, not me. Somebody's framed me. Why? I don't know yet. And if New York's finest
You don't
catch
know
me,
yet.
it may be too late.
Well, then you'd better get going. NYPD is coming
Why
fast.
are New
That's
York?
it? You believe me?
I don't
You know,
have to
the
believe
character
you.
is a bit weird if he doesn't open his mouth.
Let's just say you've got yours.
PS1.
I know, but
I'll spread the word
Jesus.
about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck.
He's one if I had any. Uh-oh.
Okay, now let's run from the cops.
Sure,
Gun
GTA style.
A lot of chasing and running away in this game.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
and that's going to be
Spider-
almost the entire... And that's going to take up
Well,
the next,
Shinroy, this is the life of a Marvel superhero.
it's going to take up the next third of this
Yeah.
part.
Well, the vast majority. The Fantastic Four seem to be very comfortable with life for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't get it. What
I'll
is
give
it
you-
about the Fantastic Four that so many people love as opposed to the rest of the Marvel
Okay, so
universe?
I'll give you a bit of pre-warning. Running away from the police chopper is going to take up the next third of this part. I don't die repeatedly, it's just a very long chase.
Oh, I understand. I actually kind of like this chase too.
Anyway, well, Jova, if that's any consolation or what's the name, depressing stuff.
I turn you on to Pro Skater 2.
Marvel seems to acting like a 3-year-old because in their new reboot they're planning, there seems to be no sign of the X-Men and the Fantastic Four just because Fox has the right.
Wait. Marvel's doing the reboot now?
After Secret Wars, they will reboot the Marvel universe. Yeah.
Oh.
And
Is
apparently
that
they're going to basically make something very similar to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Is this going to be like the new 52 of reboots?
I hope not, like, with all my heart, but I fear it might be.
So, Tio, is it true when I heard that I could apparently renew your vows has to do with the reboot?
I honestly don't know, because I don't even know what's going on in Secret Wars at the moment.
You know,
So many reboots in the superhero universe.
That's the problem, Shiroi.
This is why I stick to the superhero films.
When you have decades of comic book superhero stories, they tend to, and especially when they intertwine each other with all the characters, they tend to have become a little bit clustered and overcomplicated. So once in a while, retconning stuff or rebooting stuff is the solution to
Ladies
do
and
that.
gentlemen, New York's finest. Trying to
Yeah,
catch
the
the
moment
body.
it's sold,
Fire,
property.
fire rocket that.
gun.
Not to mention Shiroi, there's plenty of it keeps the comic books from being unfriendly towards noobs because someone would pick something like Amazing Spider-Man number 700 and they will have no idea what's going on because there's technical continuity.
Not Amazing Spider-Man 700, please, anything but that comic.
Stan Lee actually said that, and one of his
so now we're
iconic
in the,
phrases is everyone comics is the first and someone's first one. Every comic is someone's
Every so often, when you're climbing the tower, you have this guy shooting at you, and you have to. It's not instant death, but
snipering.
Watch out for the spotlights, they'll shoot you automatically there.
Sometimes this guy's a pretty shitty shot.
Yeah,
So
I can
how
tell.
tall is this building? And why there are so many
Don't worry,
covered with
Spider-Man actually makes a joke about it.
I hope no one was in that building.
Hopefully.
At least in
Oh, it's
Shattered
quite
Dimension,
simple,
they had an
Shiroi. Venom
excuse
just
of
blames
hiding in a
Spider-Man.
construction yard.
It's
to
quite simple,
duck
Shiroi. If
stuff.
anyone was in that building, you know what they'll do. They'll blame Spider-Man for it.
Of course.
Well, they'd probably be dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
this music.
there's no one in those buildings, otherwise the NYPD's got a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, property damage and potential murder.
Manslaughter.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying about the reboot, honestly, Theo, at this point though, I kind of think the Marvel Universe could use a reboot. But
I honestly don't know what to think anymore. It seems like Marvel has lost its focus on a lot of things.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, remember when...
I mean, honestly, for as much as for me, not liking the vast majority of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the comics got even worse as the year passes. So I honestly don't have even the excuse to say, oh, but the comic books are better than movies, because that doesn't even apply even more.
You know,
DC is a completely different story, because the only thing they're good in doing now is giving, the rights for other people to do their video games. But aside from that...
Yeah, true. If I have to be honest, I'm kind of... I mean, as much as I hate the New 52, it's a new dark age of the comic book industry. This is very related. Although there's one thing I can say about the reboot that may be worth it, it's renew your vows, because it's finally a Spider-Man story that actually realizes, hey, Spidey can be a married man with a wife.
It's not out yet, so don't get your hopes too much up.
Yeah. It really has reached that the first issue came out, and from what I saw, good.
So yeah, the police figured out finally fire at the ground.
I never understood this shit about comic book writers not liking their characters to be with their sweethearts. I mean, Spider-Man, nobody likes Spider-Man with MJ. Nobody likes Clark Kent to be with Lois Lane. Like, seriously.
No one likes Spider-Man to be with Gwen Stacy.
And no one likes Batwoman to be married.
I don't understand this. Like,
there was an entire controversy around Batwoman and Question.
Oh, save myself there.
Yeah.
You basically fall into the fog, you're dead.
By the way, I don't like this music at all.
Yeah, it's
Very generic.
Reminds you of the Matrix, don't it?
Ironically enough, not really superhero, but the comics that are having the most success nowadays are web comics, and a lot of them treats things like social life or completely different terms rather than superheroes.
This building. Yeah, this one I think is actually...
Ironwork, construction.
Iron Man reference, maybe?
No, that are the Stark Industries, even in the comics.
I know. I was just wondering if maybe that was an Iron Man pun.
Alright, so now I'm going to try and do the stealth option and climb up the side.
Jesus Christ, this music.
Don't you get it, Pedro? That's how the 90s are.
No, this game came out in 2000.
Well, Pedro,
really?
it's on a consolation. You're not dropping anymore.
Got him in my sights.
Of course you have me right in your sights, officer. That's why you missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10 times.
I'm pretty sure he might be shooting his own officers with that aim.
Yeah, he probably is. No, wait, Steve, don't! Ah!
Poor Steve.
Shit. Why am I going down? Go up.
Whoa!
And now rainbow.
Follow the Spidey
compass.
Yeah, it's basically I gotta get off this.
Spidey compass!
Hold on to your compass.
Oh, you think it's fun here? Wait till we get to Spider-Man 2, where it's literally a roller coaster right at some point.
Which Spider-Man 2? Enter Electro or the...
I was talking about the movie Spider-Man 2. By the way, who is going to do Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro?
Not me, I like that game.
I'm already doing Spider-Man the 2002, the game, so...
Joe, how about
I never played it, so I don't even know what
I have not played that game yet, actually.
Oh! Spidey died.
And your fault.
Also, nice low draw distance.
Yeah.
I get, well, yeah, it is like Super Mario 64 in a way. Although, thankfully, in this game, you don't fly through rings.
By the way, since your guys are the ones who knows the most about the Spidey games. Which game it is the one when there's a Mysterio boss fight that ends in just one hit?
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2, the movie game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, Mysterio in that one, he's just a dorky dude, and they put in this life bar.
Fast sewers.
They do this hilarious joke where they give him like 5 life bars, and then he does nothing, and then you punch him once, and all 5 life bars will go down in one hit.
Jeez, NYPD!
Yeah,
Well, that reminds me.
I'm guessing that they're very dedicated to their work, but look at all the property damage they're causing.
Actually, that reminds me.
If this dedicated to catching all other criminals, how much do you want to bet that crime would be down by at least 50%? Oh, hi, Pakistan.
Well, they've been causing most of the crime.
Ow, ow, ow.
Okay.
My apologies to anyone who was in there.
That reminds me, I really needed to get around to recording the Incredible Hulk game for the Mega Drive that I had as a kid, because that game is also pretty hilarious in certain ways.
Oh, I remember that. I haven't played it, but I remember that.
Basically, the
And it's over.
I have vague memories of a Hulk game.
the best Hulk game that I've played, at least.
Great job, NYPD!
I've heard the best Hulk that I've played is the Hulk.
Oh yeah, what Spidey said.
One more step and it's a load of web fluid sticking you to that wall.
Well, it's not the most romantic.
Oh, hi again, Black Cat.
Quick, sticker to the
So
wall!
glad it's you.
Good to see you too, big boy, but you got a problem. Venom's got control of the Jumbotron in Times Square. He's been ranting for hours with a
I must read my lines the fast as I could.
Your face on that big screen? Now that's scary.
That's not all. Rhino's on a rampage over at Omnitech as well.
Is Spidey looking at us?
Times Square's
I don't know.
Well, Spidey did a lot of fourth wall before Deadpool, so I guess. Oh, hi, Venom.
Continues on the biggest TV in New York. We're shouting out to the whole big.
Yeah, I love Venom in this game. He's pretty funny.
Yeah, he is.
So we've got
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 again.
You know her. She's one of those famous bimbos.
Oh, ha ha.
We have decided that this poor little
Since when Venom had so much consciousness to make dirty jokes?
ours. Oh,
He does occasionally.
Miss Mary Jane Parker.
No. Mary Jane?
So just in case.
Oh gee, Mary Jane is in danger again. Ah.
She still does not get in nearly as much trouble as Lois Lane does.
Because we still gotta have a damsel in distress for some reason.
Meanwhile,
I guess you were Mary Jane
Oh,
or
God.
Stacy. Also Venom, you're invading my personal space with that face. Stay behind.
Yeah.
This means
Personal bubble.
And like Spidey said, Venom will probably get his own talk show.
Thanks, Cat, but no thanks. Look, being
If he
Spider-Man
was like the
given
way
me
he
a
is
lot
here,
and
I'd
taken a lot
probably
away.
watch that.
One thing never changes. My responsibility to use my powers for others before myself, no matter what the cost. There are innocent people at Omnitech, and they need our help right now.
Aw, I like that about Spider-Man.
Venom. And this time, it's for the last time.
Considering how the character actually acts, my guess is that it's repeating to himself to remember that.
Well, I mean, I think, yeah, there's something I like about Spider-Man. He does put,
He does learn from his mistakes.
yeah, I mean, like...
No, Jovan, no, really. That's one thing that basically people noticed during the years, especially during around the time One More Day was released.
He occasionally learns from his mistakes, Tio. Let's try to forget that Marvel tries to make us forget that he learns from them.
Okay, so,
Ugh.
No, that's the problem. It's exactly as Linkara said. The characters still act as a 16-year-old, the Spidey mage. Oh, hi, Rhyno.
Oh boy.
Venom, sorry, now it's time for our Rhino boss fight.
Yeah, I actually never
Yay!
got right. Why they kept Rhyno? It's one of the silliest supervillains ever, honestly. It doesn't have a lot of things on its own.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, Rhino's gonna try and run you over, and you have to make him run into something to harm him.
Yeah, the generators.
Not like that.
It's pretty much clear.
Yeah, like that.
I'm sure it'll be
And also
just
make sure
fine.
you don't. Make sure you
So
don't.
it's like that boss fight with Ghost in Enter the Matrix against the Agent.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, are your ears ringing?
Ooh.
Ouch. Basically, just stand in the way of a generator, and you'll be fine.
Over here!
Get over here.
Come on, Spidey. Or make him run into these tanks. Ow.
Ow. Or into yourself.
Yeah.
That could work.
Hey, it could give him a headache.
I'm thinking he's getting a from that.
Notice the Rhyno icon near his health bar and how it changes when he hits something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toro!
Ole! What they in Spanish call it. Spain call it.
Come on, Rhyno. Come on. Jordan. Come on, Rhyno. Hey,
Come here.
Time.
wait. Rhyno? Electricity? Oh my god, they called Amazing Spider-Man 2 14 years before it came out.
Look at you,
Yeah. What do you know?
Maybe it was already in the planning back then.
Oh.
I don't know.
And now that generator's knocked out, so it ain't gonna do you any more good.
Hey, that is expensive equipment. Whoa!
Ow.
Ow.
Why are you wasting web balls on him?
Little Tusky Wusky?
What?
Cause why not?
Rhino burgers coming up.
Usually all I do is just make him run into the electricity because I know there's gonna be a much...
There you go.
Anyway then.
He's a bit stupid. You think he'd have enough time to figure
It's
out...
Rhyno, he's
That's Rhyno for you.
Yeah, that's my main problem. Rhyno doesn't have personality, nor he has interesting powers.
Actually, too, he did have a personality.
Well, I don't
He was
know.
even retired as Rhyno. And then a newer Rhyno came around and killed his family and brought him back as Rhyno.
Oh, joy.
That's Marvel for you.
Yeah, comic books are
And
weird.
the villains can never seem to get any rest.
Okay, this is one of the most creative kidnappings I've ever seen. Pretend you're doctors in an ambulance.
I've seen it.
And no one notices the tentacles.
Seen it. But, yeah, sure.
Ah, god damn it, Cat, you've been captured again.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
It didn't notice the clearly audible evil laugh either.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
He doesn't have super hearing.
if Peter Parker isn't in the suit, does he go deaf?
Well, I guess to be fair, he doesn't have super hearing, and I guess you probably would have needed super hearing to hear that from the front of the ambulance.
Yeah. Alright, see you in part 3.
See you.
See you, everybody.